Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to The Dragon Prince Season 2, Episode 7. So we're back here with another episode today, and last time we left off we did two episodes, 5 and 6, and they were basically a two-parter. Viren was trying to convince the other leaders to side with him in his bigoted assholery, and failed. We got a backstory on this one young queen's deceased mothers, as well as found out what happened to the queen we know. Well, didn't know technically. The main kingdom's queen. I can't think of the name right now. But yeah. We also even saw Viren show a little bit of empathy for others. And it doesn't really excuse his complete assholery. It doesn't make him good, because even some of the worst people in history have shown that kind of empathy for people who are on their side. And I think that's kind of what it was like for him there. It's like she was on his side, so it's like he cared to a degree. But yeah, he's still Viren. He's still an asshole. It doesn't change anything with that. But I'm excited to see where this goes. Let me check how many episodes we got left this season. There are 9 episodes. There's 2 episodes after this. Sorry for it being so dark. It just gets dark out way too early at this time of year. Because it's only 4:30 right now. But either way, yeah, I'm excited to see where these final 3 episodes of the season go. As for the next season, I know the next season is coming out. I don't know exactly when, but we're not going to be going right into that. We're going to take a break and do something else in the meantime. Obviously, because this is the donation reward slots, you could say, I'll just go up to the next one in the donation rewards. And we'll get to Season 3 of Dragon Prince sometime in the future. Don't know exactly when yet. But in the meantime, let's check this out, see what we got. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts, and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. It has gotten really dark in here, by the way, because it's gotten darker outside. Let's see if this lamp helps any. If I can get it on. There we go. A little bit. It's kind of bad lighting. When I get my new webcam, which I mentioned in videos earlier and all, that will definitely help. That will definitely help. Either way. So, yeah. This was another very good episode. Did kind of went in ways I did not expect. Went in some directions I wasn't thinking it was going to. But that's a good thing. So, let's start with the smaller story. Well, not really smaller story, but the one that was shown less first. And that's Viren. So, Viren returns to the kingdom after the failed summit. And he's basically confronted and told, oh, you're a traitor. You're an asshole. You're going to be removed from the council, and that's the least of your worries. And rightfully so. Like I was saying, he should at the very least be imprisoned. Like, he impersonated the king's seal. On top of that, he made claim to something that he had no claim to try and basically start a war with the other kingdoms on his side. That is treason. He should be imprisoned at the very least. And honestly, in some cases, that would be grounds for execution, honestly. But at least imprisonment. So he comes back and he's just kind of down in the dumps. He decides that he's going to go with the person in the mirror, on the other side of the mirror. So the person, they use the spell, and the person's able to transfer this worm over so they can speak. Definitely not the voice I was expecting. Though I kind of was saying before, this mysterious creature in the mirror is very androgynous. So I wasn't sure like whether they were male or female. Technically, I mean, I guess you could say you're still not sure. They might even just not be gendered. It's just unclear. But either way, they are apparently going to serve Vera now? It's like, how can I serve you? It's like, where is that going to go? Nowhere good. Like I said, that there's nowhere good that could go, though. But let's talk about the main thing. So, our heroes stop in a cave to rest and everything. Callum is still trying to figure out magic, and they're just kind of hanging around. Meanwhile, Soren and Claudia return for the first time in forever, along with the one guy they captured who was following them. And they end up reaching this town that's being circled by a dragon. And apparently the dragon has been watching over them, trying to intimidate them, presumably, for a while now. For days or weeks or whatever. And so Soren sees this, and he's like, no, why aren't you guys attacking this thing? And they're like, well, it's not attacking us. It's not actually doing anything. And he's like, I don't give a shit. It's a dragon. That's pretty much Soren's idea here. And I kind of compared it just in terms of the way it looked to Skyrim. If you've never played Skyrim somehow or never even seen any of it, basically in Skyrim, there are dragons. And a lot of times you'll be going around through the map and everything, and on occasion you'll visit a town and there will just be a dragon circling. Now the dragons that circle the towns in Skyrim will attack, like without provocation. But you'll see like the townspeople staring up at it, getting ready to fight and stuff. Like it just reminded me of that. But either way, so Soren has everyone, he basically takes control because he is a crown guard. He has that right. He takes control and he has everyone start to shoot the ballistas at the dragon. The dragon, rightfully pissed off that they're shooting at him, or her, rather, sorry, that they're shooting at her, attacks. Because, you know, she was just watching them, intimidating them maybe, but not actually doing anything. They start attacking her, oh yeah, she's going to attack back. Obviously. So she starts attacking them. Soren lets the one guy go in order to help out all the villagers and stuff, while he and the other soldiers and Claudia work to take down the dragon. Claudia is the one who eventually succeeds because of her dark magic being able to basically make the arrow never miss. The dragon crashes down and they start to head out to go and find where it crashed down. Meanwhile, our heroes at the cave had heard the dragon, had seen it off in the distance fighting the town and everything, and not being able to just stand by, oh my gosh, why is her name escaping me right now? Like, hold on a second. Her name should not be escaping me. It's like, I know her name, I know the character. It's just for Rayla. For some reason, the name just completely escaped me. Rayla feels like this inborn need to go and help. It's like, it's something she can't fully explain, but she feels like it's wrong to just sit back and let it happen. So, while everyone else stays behind, she heads out to try and save the dragon. This is after, of course, they had gone down and seen it and seen the soldiers and everything coming up. She goes down, tries to save the dragon, but gets into a fight with Soren and is pretty much cornered until Callum arrives and uses dark magic. See, this I really didn't expect. Like, I kind of should have. I feel like it was obviously going this route. Callum is trying to learn magic, so the idea that he would dabble in dark magic at some point honestly makes sense. Um, so he dabbles in the dark magic using what he learned from Claudia, and is able to turn the chains holding down the dragon into snakes that attack the soldiers and all. Uh, Rayla and him end up escaping, while the dragon gets up, attacks Soren, and then leaves after seeing Zim, who had just kind of run over to here because, dragons. Um, Zim was probably worried too. The dragon sees Zim. I want to say she probably recognized him, but I'm not 100% on that. Um, or at least realized who Zim might be. She ended up leaving, and our heroes got away, while Claudia, instead of choosing to go after Zim, honestly disobeyed her father's orders and chose to try and help her brother instead. Now, this is something that I've been waiting for. Them to disobey their orders, because they each had their orders. Soren's orders was that he was to succeed in the mission and basically kill the princes. Make it look like an accident, but kill the princes. And Claudia's mission was to get the egg back, which now get the dragon back, by any means necessary, even if it means Soren has to pay the price. So by her choosing to go and help her brother instead of going after Zim, she directly disobeyed that order because she prioritized her brother over Zim, which is the opposite of what her father told her to do. And I still fully stand by the idea that these two are going to be redeemed. Now, Soren is massively injured right now due to the dragon. So that might lead into his redemption, his and Claudia's redemption somehow. But I definitely think they are going to be redeemed and see the error of their father's ways. But yeah, this is interesting. I really, there's a lot I didn't expect to happen that did in this episode. And I definitely think that the entire thing with Callum using the dark magic is going to be brought up again right away next episode, probably by Rayla. Because when he started to use it, she looked at him with a very worried expression. You could tell she was not comfortable with him doing that. And fairly so. It's already been explained that dark magic is a human-made creation that has no real connection to, well, real magic. And it's kind of viewed by real magic users as a shortcut, as something profane, basically. So it's like, I could completely understand that Rayla would be upset by seeing someone she's grown to care for, a good friend, use such profane magic like that. So yeah, it's like that's really interesting. I really want to see where they take that. Hopefully next episode. Rayla's been known to try and hold some stuff back, and I hope she doesn't on this one. Now, this dragon leaving, I don't think is going to be just a one-time kind of deal. I think this is going to actually go somewhere. The fact that the dragon saw Zim and she left right after, that means something. Something's going to come of that. I don't feel like that's just like some kind of one-time thing, like it's just not going to be brought up again. No, I definitely think it will. Now, the one guy who had been following Soren and Claudia initially is probably going to have escaped at this point. I don't think he's going to be following them anymore. But I also don't think Soren and Claudia are going to be following our heroes at the moment anymore because of Soren's massive injuries. Claudia is going to be focusing on trying to maybe heal him if she can, or just focus on just getting him to safety and probably going to just completely forget about their mission. um, I'm very interested though. This is definitely getting really good, and I really like it. Yeah, like I had said in the past, it's like this series may have started off a little shaky, but it's definitely hit its stride and definitely is showing a lot of promise. Um, it has some of the people behind Avatar: The Last Airbender, and while definitely not as good as Avatar, it definitely shows a lot of the same like writing styles and some of the same comedy, some of the same kind of action. You could definitely tell it's by some of the same people. You can definitely tell that. But at the same time, you can also see it as its own thing. It is very unique in its own way as well. And I appreciate that. It's definitely come into its own, and I feel like it's going to just continue to improve over the last two episodes of this season, as well as whatever season 3 has in store for us. Now, I believe either season 3 or 4 is going to be the final season. Like, it has a finite plan for it. But they are also apparently planning a spin-off series that takes place in the same universe, but with completely different characters and stories. I don't know all the details behind that. And for spoilers' sake, I'd rather not. But yeah, if that's true, if it's going to only be 3, maybe 4 seasons, it's like, I can see that with where they're going right now. With how they're handling things, honestly, I couldn't see it lasting more than that. I couldn't. Because they can't take too much longer to get to Zadia, otherwise it's going to feel way too stretched out. And honestly, once they reach Zadia, yeah, they're going to have some issues there. And obviously, they're not going to take until the very end of the final season to get to Zadia, but they're going to have some issues there and have to go through that. But after they get the Dragon Prince back, it's like, that's pretty much it. That's the series, and that's all they need. They don't need to, like, force in some other kind of storyline. Um, the end game is getting Zim back. And maybe trying to unite the humans and Zadians. Though I'm not 100% sure if that's going to happen, honestly. Um, Honestly, I'm not really that confident in it. But at least get Zim back. That is the main goal. And possibly, they are also going to take out Viren one way or the other. Whether he's going to end up dying or just be imprisoned for life. Maybe even stripped of his magic somehow. His ability to use dark magic. Somehow, I don't know. But that's kind of the end game I see right now. I just don't see anything else happening after that. So a spin-off in the same universe, just with different characters and stuff, and different stories or whatnot, maybe even a different time frame, would be welcome. It's like, oh, we get more stuff, but it's a different story, so we don't have to worry about the initial story feeling too stretched out and stuff. And obviously, I don't think it's going to be quite the same as like Legend of Korra was with Avatar. It's like, oh, same universe, different characters and stories. But no, because Korra was a direct sequel, and I don't think this other series is going to be like a direct sequel to Dragon Prince. Um, but again, I don't know for sure. I don't know how it's going to be handled. And again, I'd rather not know all the details because I wish to remain spoiler-free. But either way, I am excited to see how this season ends and eventually how the series ends. Because it's definitely proven itself to me, and I'm glad that I got a chance to check it out. I mean, I would have checked it out no matter what, but it might have taken a lot longer if it wasn't for Smurf Vlogs and his donation. Helping me get this laptop, he was able to have a donation reward to get me to watch Dragon Prince, and I'm so glad for that. So thank you for multiple reasons, Smurf, for helping me get the laptop, obviously, even though it's been months now, and it's like, but still, and for allowing me to check out this series. Now, if Season 3 does come out, like right around the time I finish season 2 or whatever. We're still going to hold off before we get to season 3, maybe watch 1 or 2 other shows on our list first for donation rewards, and then come back to season 3. I want to take a little bit of a break between, just to get to some other stuff too, because we do have a backlog on donation rewards right now that we do want to get to. So, yeah. So we got 2 more episodes. I don't know if I'm going to do them both at once or if I'm just going to do one at a time. We're just going to kind of have to see. But either way, I'm excited for more. So thank you so much for tuning in. And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. If you want to check out any of my social media links and more, please check them out over to the side. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave those down below. In the meantime, though, thank you so much once again for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.